Absolutely. If you're in California and you're aiming for full coverage on your vehicle, car insurance isn't optional, it's mandatory. Here's the thing. California law requires you to have auto insurance if you drive a vehicle. And we're not just talking about basic coverage here. Minimum coverage is just the start. First off, California requires that you carry minimum liability insurance. This is to ensure that if you are at fault in an accident, you have coverage to pay for the other person's damages. I mean, it's only fair, right? However, that minimum coverage just scratches the surface. It doesn't do much to protect your own car. Full coverage, protecting your own car. When we're talking about full coverage, we're talking about comprehensive and collision insurance. These aren't required by law, but if you care about your car, which I assume you do if you're asking about full coverage, you'll want both. Collision insurance covers damages to your vehicle from traffic accidents, regardless of who is at fault. Whether you've had a solo moment against a guardrail or got into a tangle with another motorist, this will help cover the repairs. Comprehensive insurance is like the Swiss Army knife of auto insurance. It's got you covered for a range of non-collision related issues like theft, fire, vandalism, or damage from natural disasters. Considering how unpredictable life can get, this is not a bad safety net to have. Financial perspective. From a financial standpoint, if you're financing or leasing your vehicle, the lender or lessor will most likely require you to maintain full coverage insurance to protect their investment. Crash your car without it, and you'll still be making payments on a pile of scrap metal. Living in Portland, Oregon. It's worth mentioning that insurance requirements may slightly vary if you've just moved from California to, say, Portland, Oregon, like myself. Each state has its own minimum requirements and additional coverage options. It's important to check these when you move, or you could be cruising for a bruising with the law, dropping full coverage. Now, if your car is older than the latest meme, you might think about dropping full coverage. When your car's value diminishes to the point where you might end up paying more in insurance than what the car is actually worth, it's time to reassess. Bottom line. Sure, paying for full coverage can feel like a piano tied to your wallet, especially when you add in that comprehensive and collision insurance. But think about it this way. If something happens to your ride, that coverage is like a financial life preserver. In California, and really anywhere, having full insurance coverage is about peace of mind, not just legality. It's about not having to wake up in a cold sweat wondering how you'll afford repairs or a new vehicle if the universe decides to throw a curveball at you. Stay safe and insured out there. It pays off in the long run.